Ooh, Daddy Makara's back in the building. You already know what it is. You better hit that button. You better hit that. Oh, fuck. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel your best and perform your best, okay? I strategize in learning about the flow state. I'm also a teacher of spirituality, okay? So if you're on this channel, I find ways to bridge the physical world with the metaphysical world, okay? Starting to understand the mind, muscle, body, soul connection. This is really, really key and really, really important in transforming people into their best selves, okay? The understandings of Kundalini and, Hinduism, but also I'm an omnist, so I learn from every stream of life, every walk of life, every entity, type of entity or being, I don't keep myself shackled or limited in any way. Anyway, today we're talking all about this great masterpiece, this work of art, okay, called The Art of Seduction. The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, okay? This channel is known for some of these videos. Now, I wanted to bring this up because somebody recently brought it up in a comment in one of my videos. Could you make a video on the demonic power of words and how they sow confusion? Especially, oh, it's interesting, I just got a Bumble message right now. Interesting. It was in regards to text messages, okay? And sending text messages in the modern era, like how can we really apply this tech that Robert Greene is telling us, right? And a lot of this stuff is very, bizarre, like quite manipulative, vague, right? Like kind of creepy, okay? However, I'm gonna insightfully, hopefully, give you my perspective through this lens. Also looking at just the objective, points from the book and kind of breaking that down and giving you guys some tangible, tips or takeaways from this you can apply directly into your lifestyle. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button just because it's gonna help the algorithm, bro. You already watched this far, okay? Gotta take some action. Let's get it. Thank you. Appreciate it. So you want to remain vague, okay? Remain ambiguous, remain curious, remain the walking question mark, remain the enigma. This is really the secret of the demonic power of words, right? And you don't see it, but it is this perception shift, as Robert Greene calls it. It is a radical shift in perspective and habit. Basically what he's trying to say, bro, is stop saying the first thing that's on your mind. That's probably not the way to text. Oh, maybe I should say that. No. Just play it with some strategy. Think about it. What is the effect that you're trying to create with this message? Is it playful? Is it slightly suggestive? Are you speaking about friendship and, remaining neutral and, disagreements? Or are you talking about love and hate, and passion and rawness and like R-rated stories, and like just extravagant, fantastical ideas, keeping somebody elevated with your words? You get what I mean? Man, I could do that quite well, huh? That's why you're on this channel, that's why you're listening, and that's why you're here. Now I'm going to demonstrate, okay? Ooh. I mean, there's nothing demonic really about this, unless you take, so I work with mysticism and things like this as well. So I understand that when working with a demon, they just want to get shit done really fast, right? They're like very pragmatic, right? They're just like, oh, I'm here, I'm ready to work, let's go. What do you need done? Okay, what is the exchange rate? Like, let's get this, transaction complete, okay? They don't got time to waste dilly-dallying and, well, that's not true. I've met a few that love to just banter and talk, but that's my personal experience. But with certain beings, you just get along better, okay? It's just a personality thing or a kind of an auric thing. I don't know, maybe a past life thing. It could be so many different causes, right? But irregardless, I don't want to bring up mysticism in this video. This is about art of seduction, so we will mention that. But also, if you are interested in the mysticism stuff, Primal Sutra Adepts program, okay? I know I have to say it a trillion times, but some people don't listen, okay? So that's why I'm pointing you in the right direction, okay? This is what you want to learn in order for you to better yourself. Better yourself as a man, better yourself as a person who can show up to the table like an open book, like a full picture radiance, okay? kaleidoscopic vision. That's right, man. So using humor and light touch, you becoming the puzzle piece, okay? So you're one side of the coin, you fit her insecurities with what you're secure about. That's just an example, but basically you create the duality, right? So let's say that she is very boring of a personality, right? You speak about adventure. You're just like, whatever, like, I love adventure, like, come on a trek with me, let's go explore, right? She wants that, actually, but she wants to have somebody, you know, hold her hand and guide her through an adventure, through a trip, through a movie date, through a something, right? A date is just basically an echo chamber where she's seeing that you're a good leader and that you have good characteristics, and like, you know, you're not a weirdo or a serial killer or something, right? She's just checking, right? She's checking her safety and her survival. And she's looking for survival in a man, right? She's looking for survival in you. So if you are demonstrating qualities that are showing her that you cannot survive, okay, that's detrimental to your success in this. A lot of guys get into this habit of mumbling way too fast, you know, prattling is what you'd call it. Venting, okay? Venting is a very womanly quality, okay? I'll admit it, I do vent at times as well. It's not fun, right? It doesn't feel fun. It's just a way to express yourself, just to get it off of your chest, right? And the thing is, you can vent productively. Like, think about like a Godfather character think about a mafia character that you respect in a movie, right? How would they react in that situation? You see? A lot differently. Okay? Why don't you make your life cool like a movie so you can look back at life and be like, bro, I can't believe I just said that. That's amazing. Amazing. Okay? Why won't you live like that? Mainly, this chapter is about piercing through a person's psychology. Think about acid, okay? Like taking Sid, try. Effed up more than my life is. I already swore on this, so fucked up more than my life is. Whatever Eminem's lyric was there. Sid, okay? CID. Remember this acronym. Confusion, intoxication, and delight. So put that Sid on your tongue, okay? Confusion, intoxication, delight. Right? You're giving little cocaine hits of emotion. Little pings that just keep them in that fantasy, keep them safe in the future, basically, is what you're doing. Through your language, you're creating safety for her in the future, okay? So even future pacing sometimes, okay? What if you can keep the dog, right? Implying that you were in a relationship already, right? Just little things like this create a very interesting dynamic because it's irresistible. You're using conversations as a way to almost gain intel, okay? You're gaining intelligence, you're gaining information from her, okay? You're knowing what are her likes and dislikes, you're understanding her reality as you're getting to know that. And then you can become the mirror, then you can start to reflect, you can play like this banquet of possibilities, and you can also understand how to remain a cloud, okay? And that's the symbol of this chapter, is to remain a cloud. So how do you text like a cloud? A little jolt of energy flows through you. Text in that moment, bro. That's what my advice would be. We have a great program for texting, text-based, communication, attraction, and so forth. If you want access to that, it's called Matches Into Dates. We actually had a company called Matches Into Dates. We still do have access to that content. So if you are interested, it was a 5-day event and very, very powerful. We'll just add you to the Facebook group and you can watch the videos for free. Okay, so if you are interested in that, just tell me, text message me, MID, Facebook group or whatever. You want to direct your flattery out of their weaknesses. Let's say that they have certain flaws around themselves. They're like really stressing out over their nose or something. You're like, damn, and I'll eat that little nose too or something. You say something, it delights her. It makes her confused. It creates a spark of polarity. It makes it fun and intuitive and intriguing. slightly dangerous. Like, you don't know what this guy is on about, but he's just going somewhere, you know? He's almost like a ninja with his words. He's just going to one place and then he can equally go into another realm very quickly. So you almost have to be like a time traveler as you're texting, okay? To be like a cloud, you have to be in a cloud-based spaceship as a time traveler, okay? Texting these hoes, okay? That's my advice. So be subtle about the promises you're offering. Don't make it like a huge, big-ass promise that you can't back up, you know, using action or words. Texting is not about conveying information. A lot of guys think that it's this logical thing to meet up on the date, okay? You're not getting it, bro. You're not getting how to text yet. Women just like to express themselves for the sake of doing so. She'll tell you, text you out of the blue randomly, I'm thinking about you. I'm at brunch with friends, and remember that joke you said? And that's her way of expressing herself. But us men, we're like so logically driven, right? We're like, well, I want to get from point A to point B though. Right? And it can be very infuriating for a man to try to figure this out on his own. And I'm surprised that not a lot of people teach this kind of stuff, or at least pass it on. Like, this is what our fathers should have been teaching us, like, on God, right? How to text women, how to talk and, you know, be attractive, be charismatic, how to do that, how to impress others, you know, how to impress oneself, how to start being ambitious and accelerating one's life in a positive direction, a positive momentum, so they can heal themselves and their communities. Like, why is nobody teaching us about this? Why do we have to rely on like life coaches like me on YouTube for you to get this information? This should be a natural part of a person's curriculum, is to study the internal world, meditation, right? Positive psychology. This should all be normal. This should be normalized. No child should go without information, without the knowledge, okay? Knowledge should be free. You should be able to use knowledge as a technology, okay? The technique with the knowledge. Going in through this pivotal moment, this pivotal shift, even though we're on my enemy year and I'm still crushing it, okay? That was my ego talking about, by the way. That's how he sounds. Nothing makes sense, and so I dance with the eloquence. My ego's almost like an Australian road rage guy. Have you ever seen those?
You catching this? Yeah. Fucking idiot. What are you idiots? You fucking idiots. You got the vaccine, didn't both of you? You fucking both got the fucking vaccine.
Fucking hell, mate. Fuck it. What, you wanna fucking get out of the car and take me on, mate? You wanna fucking, you know?
Or whatever. Like, that's probably my ego, right? It's like that angry man, you know, that's just been upset by something, deeply wounded, right? Deeply triggered. But then he finds a way. He finds a way out of there. You in Kingston Town. Have you guys ever seen those like hood videos, right? Where these guys go up to real hood people, right? Gangsters, like thugs. And man, this is incredible. Like, it's just fucking incredible. You guys have to watch some of these, okay? Let me just play some of them right here, okay? I'll just give you guys an example.
What's up with you, homie? What's up with you? What the f you was just doing? War zone over here. Like, what's up with you? Boy, what is you doing? Yo, what's up? What video? What video?
We're doing a video. We're doing a
What video?
There's a camera right behind the door, bro.
What video is that?
We're just doing a video.
Out of here. Get up out of here, bro.
Yo, you run! Run! Get out of here! Get out of here!
It's just a video, bro.
Get out of here!
What kind of video, bro?
We're doing
It's
YouTube.
lit over here. Get up out of here, bro.
Alright.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, shut up.
Yo, don't hurt him.
Go ahead, bro. I'm not running no gimmicks. I'm not playing around. I'm not
It's a
joking
camera, bro.
around.
I get it. Hey, what's up, homies? What y'all doing out here, my boy? You're in the wrong block, homie.
You want to get a punch, bro? You want to get a punch?
Right, so these videos, incredible, right? just the way that it's so natural, the way that they react, right? It's not edited, it's not cut up or, you know, snipped up. This is raw. This is how gangsters respond to a threat. Okay? Someone throwing up random gang signs, it's not a joke. Okay? These people take life very seriously. Okay? They're on it. They're on a code. They, you know, and so doing something jokey or goofy to them just does not make sense in that reality. Now, some of them actually got the prank, okay? A very few of them, right, got the actual prank. Others were immediately or put into a fight or flight mode. And that's what tends to happen, the adrenaline. If you're in a state of survival, you have a lot of adrenaline, you have a lot of fight or flight, you have a lot of that energy. So you have to grind, you have to get yourself out of there, right? Like, that's the rush. Sometimes these videos go on tangents like this, but I will bring it back to the demonic language, I promise you guys, okay? So these guys, the way they communicate, very direct, right? Very straightforward. That is not necessarily going to be seductive unless it is done with a vibe, okay? Unless it is done with a specific commanding, maybe authoritative. What is the type of human being that you admire? That's the character you want to play. Create mystery. It's about the experience, not the information. Use your words to create an aura of mystery around yourself. You leave people always on cliffhangers, basically, right? You leave people wanting more. So you might start a story and be like, I gotta go actually hold that thought, right? And you'll just drop your drink down there. You give her something to hold. That commanding leadership energy is actually not that easy your first few times if you are starting out. It is a good idea for you to practice, okay? It is a good idea for you to just ask her things like, you know, could you fetch me some water? You know, can you do this? You know, watch my thing, I'm just going to the bathroom, whatever it is, right? Just little compliance things that you want to make sure that you guys are on the same page, right? And that you are leading. And, you know, there doesn't need to be this unhealthy dynamic between you two where, you know, it's like creating this enmeshment or codependency, like these weird, like toxic traits with each other. You know, you want to keep your mind positive, man. And this is why you got to do the cleanup work. She's got to do her own healing. You've got to do your own healing, okay? Separately and together, I would say. Definitely, okay? If you want to keep this evolving. Instead of being this overly direct guy, play with ambiguity, you know? Make things weirder for no reason. Just make it weirder. Just make it more vague, more ambiguous. Just like you can't put a finger on it. It's like, what did he just started off somewhere, but it's kind of like an ADHD, right? Like that, like it's kind of like my videos, you know? Remember that girl, ADHD. You just want to keep the conversation going, you know, sparking. And you don't want to be the blah, 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 overly talkative guy, okay? Choose your words wisely. If I could sum up this chapter with just a phrase, it would be, use your words wisely. Think before you text. Don't get your texting finger twitching, okay? Make the person feel something. I don't know if you guys know about language patterns, okay? Language patterns are very, very powerful when done in the right way, okay? And again, you're leading someone on an emotional roller coaster ride. The example being the roller coaster gambit that a lot of people know about, right? Like you're bringing the person through the waves of a roller coaster and so forth. Why am I revealing all these secrets out on YouTube like this? Because I'm a good mentor, okay? I believe people need to know this information. Other information, more occult information, obviously from the people who pay me, okay? I'm not gonna give you everything on YouTube, but I am going to give you my heart and my presence and my soul and my time, right? I'm gonna show up giving of myself so that I can teach you to do the same. Because really, you can. You see what I'm saying? You can show up without a filter. You can speak into the camera like this. It is very natural after a certain point. Okay? You don't have to filter yourself and make yourself seem smaller than you already are and second guess yourself all the time, man. You can actually show up and be that badass. Because you are. Because you are. You don't need anything to prove that. Since everything is great as you are. But I like your quest for excellence and knowledge, so I will say that, okay? The fact that you're watching this far means that you want to execute on these things and actually make your life better, you know? Create impact. As a man, you want to create impact in this world, right? Even as a woman, if you're learning this language, how to text a guy, like I'd definitely say, like, keep him guessing, like keep him wondering, you know? Make him just like like just suggest things to him, right? Like I just know like girls talking about like just a random mundane topic and then it'll make a guy horny, right? Like she's talking about like baking a cake or like just, you know, oh, yeah, I was just doing stretches in my yoga class, and you're just like, you know, damn, you know, or whatever. That's what the guy is thinking. A guy is thinking through the lens of sex, and if you haven't realized that as a woman, it's true. Okay, every guy wants to be with multiple women. Okay. It's true, but nobody wants to be upfront about it. Nobody wants to talk about this topic. It's taboo, you know, keep it down, Zoom, you know. I mean, honestly, if you could, would you? Answer me honestly as a man. If you could, would you? Because the high level man or high value man or whatever is shown to be with that many women, and also the kings and emperors and conquerors were always with multiple women, okay? Why not be so freely giving with your energy? When people tell me like, why do you do that? Well, I have a lot of love to give. My heart is pouring out with love. It does not just belong to one person. That might be a very toxic spiritual thing to say. I don't know. But that's how I feel, man. It's not about deserving me or like creating jealousy plot lines. Like none of that, man. And like, for me, it's about masterful teasing. Timing matters. You know, pitch, tension in your voice matters. If you're ever tense, by the way, this is a life hack right here. Okay, I learned this from my mentor, AZD. Very powerful tech. If you're ever nervous sending a voice message to a girl and your voice is shaking or quivering, start to do some push-ups beforehand and then send the message. Hey, just do some push-ups. Hey, what's up? And then you start talking. Your nervousness won't pick up because it will be associated, diverted to the push-ups or the sounds of you gasping. So it's a very good trick, okay? Isn't that fucking brilliant? That's like the mastermind level stuff right there, okay? And also you're getting into your testosterone as well. So maybe before you text, you want to do push-ups or, you know, play a really lit song or just get into that really goofy, groovy mood where you're like tapping into inner child frequencies, right? Like just playful, natural, organic, spontaneous things, you know, like keeping that creative artist alive, you know, in your day-to-day, like is really, really key and really, really important as well. I've had some of the most strongest connections in my life come from very, very deep banter. Like those conversations that last for hours in the nighttime, you know, you start talking about philosophy and just goofy shit, right? And it just goes on for hours, like, and you go, what is the time, right? Those are the memories. That's the kind of conversations that I'm talking about, where you go into a warp hole with texting. But it's almost like you don't actually want to go to those places at first, right? Because you're just like, I want to get the job done. Like, as a guy, you have this mindset of logic. Like, you want to just be like, I just want to text her, let's fuck. Like, some guys are very direct. Like, they just be like, come over. And then she's going, can I have a little bit of that foreplay? Like, that subtlety, like that build-up? Like, why do you got to be so direct, right? That's what she's thinking when you're just making a move right away, right? But then there's those guys who don't ever make a move either, and then you're like, it's like, just be a bit of both, right, ladies? Isn't that what you're thinking? Like, just be if I could have the priest and the beast together, right? Maybe this is the solution for all women, right? What would I do? I would sit there, right? Broadband connection. Something's happening in the brain. You don't need to respond right away. You just look at him. Maybe raise a single eyebrow, right? Just do that, right? Just like add some anticipation and thoughtfulness to your answer. Okay? I'm thinking of a time where I really started to fully grow up, you know, accept myself, like really pat myself on the back, like, you know what I mean? And it's like you encouraged me when you were sitting here all alone, wondering, where was I? Was I here, or was I outside, or was I on Mars? You don't know where I was, and neither do I. And so, we're just here to have a good time, aren't we? Cheers. How about we make a toast? What is the toast to? The toast is to slapping titties, okay? Just being so immature, right? On the first date already, okay? Do you get what I'm talking about? This is the banter. This is the level of like, do you guys get what I was doing there, guys? So like letting yourself just go and have fun and just kind of like being this, it's almost like Krishna consciousness, right? Bro, people are sending me Bumble messages, I swear. As I'm making this video, I'm getting hella Bumble messages, so I must be doing something right, okay, guys? Fantastic. Let's get it today, Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Have an incredible day. I'll speak to you soon. We're all gonna make it. Hit that like and subscribe. You already know. Be part of the tribe. Let's grow up and glow up. Upward Spiral Gang.